She used to be my girlfriend. I was in love with her for like ages, for those who care. We have like 6 books to fill just talking about her in chat logs of games. That's pretty fucking sad. But yeah, well, there's not much you can do about it. So what I'm doing is I'm going for a fast scout on Twisted Meadows, 3 Wisp on Gold, Wisp to 1 point on the map. The reason why is because it's still worth the risk to be able to build an AOW there. But on maps like TM, it's pretty easy to harass his creeping or just to harass his base while the opponent is creeping. Therefore, you don't really essentially need an AOW in his base in order to stall him sufficiently. Anyways, it's in the 1 minute mark. Let's resume in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resume. Remember, it's at 2x speed, so 1 minute 7, 1 minute 10, 1 minute 12, 1 minute 14, etc, etc. So, anyways, I get emo about Juana like every 3 days, but now I'm not gonna be emo about her ever again. Which is kinda sad in some way, but on the other way it's not. She's a roommate of mine, by the way. But anyways, for those of you who want to hear fucking soap stories, just contact me on MSN or something. But yeah, as I scouted, the Spin is going to creep his normal creep spot with the OW. I tried to steal it, but I'm a noob, I can't really do it. I get lots of damage on my DH. Spin is pretty good at mirror. He used to practice with Izzy all the time, and Izzy is an ENC player. He managed to take a map of both Grubby and Rotterdam in the the Benelux EPS. So yeah, he's pretty good. He also practiced mirror a lot. Back in TWR days, he once bet Remind in 7 minutes on Echo Isles, also at a hunt strat, which I thought was pretty cool. So we only had elves in TWR. Amin VB played elf back in the day. Spin played elf, Izzy played elf, I played elf. So elf mirror was basically the main practice matchup. We played the most. So therefore, most of the TWR players are pretty skilled in mirror. They each have their own unique styles and ways of playing, but their mirror skill is basically the same. So I built a Tree of Life again, but now I build it down. I was originally planning to creep. Spin notices and he attacks my Tree of Life. Also, my Tree of Life, my main base. Also, a really important factor is to scout what your opponent is doing. As I didn't do in the Talon game, if I knew he was going massive Huntresses, I wouldn't have teched. I would have just stayed at. I should have just tried to mass and make my economy advantage pull through, or like be able to match his army equally. But now I see Spin is teching. I know I can tech as well then, simply because my Huntresses are more effective against his archers than his archers are against my Huntresses. So I nearly lose my Tree of Life while creeping it. I get a lot of damage on my Huntresses, which is pretty bad because every damage you get, you have to use Moon Juice for it. But then again, if I didn't take that damage with those Huntresses, my Tree of Life would have died. So yeah, Spin grabbing a Naga, he's going for the offense. And what you can see now, he's getting my DH really damaged. He nearly kills it, I barely get away. If he managed to slap me with the AOW, I would have died and definitely lost the game. So now I used a lot of Moonwells, therefore his push now can be very effective. But because of that I got some additional Huntresses at 40 food, but I don't know why he's fighting a downhill battle. Arrows will often miss once you're shooting from a lower position to a higher. I don't really know why he does that, or why he didn't fight on the high ground if he wanted to fight. But that doesn't really matter. He's also teching himself now. I guess one of the reasons he did that is to prevent me from harassing or getting his production buildings up. But if you go for an all-out push, don't do it with archers. Seriously, please don't. Unless you really got lots of damage on either my Tree of Life or anything. If you manage to counter the AOW perfectly, basically have a small advantage over me, then it's a good choice to do. So now my keeper is out. I'm going to creep the Goblin Merchant to get my scrolls again, which are very important. Spin in this game decides to go for lots of Dryads first, while pushing, which is a really good idea because I have lots of Huntresses and I can't amass as much Dryads as he can. Here I get creepjacked, DH is in trouble, I have to waste my invul pot. Then again, Spin is a good player, it's pretty hard to play against. In this game again, my base is really bad. My Ancient of Wonders in the front. I can't heal my DH now. So I have to push over 50 in order to be able to keep this push down. As you can see, I have lots of Huntresses. Only 2 Dryads, a Keeper, and a DH. My DH is low. Keeper can be easily dispelled by the Dryads he has, or even the Forestall Shadow Priest. And my DH just has less HP than his has. Therefore, it will be a very hard push for me to counter. Also, the lots of Huntresses I have aren't good against the Dryads. So now, once I think I've amassed enough of an army to be able to at least take some units out and force them to TP, I instantly attack. Which I now do. I now have, in this game, I have 2 Ancient of Lords because I don't have enough wood. Usually I go for 3, but that doesn't matter. Spin has now reached tier 3, and he's getting his Master Bears, which are awesome units, and as you can see he's going in for another push now. Well, I'm at 59 food, and Spin is at the moment on 50 food. This will be a very hard fight for me. Basically what you need to do when your opponent is getting bears, you need to get bears eventually. Late game you won't win. The food supply you have the initial advantage with won't be enough late game. Your opponent usually banks at 50 food. And when he gets lots of bears out, it will be really hard even to win. Like when you have 80 pop versus 70, it will be an impossible fight to win. You can't really pressurize his base either with Dryads only. He will be able to take out your Expo very quickly or lay siege to your base. You just can't win anymore. Tier 3 just beats Tier 2, except when you play Orc. Yeah, that's right, just play Orc, win everything. You don't have to be skilled or anything, just right click on the units and they all die. But whatever, Tier 2 Orc can win Tier 3 of any race, which is really fucking sad. Anyways, now having quite some lumber problems. Spin is doing a really good job at fighting me. So yeah, that's a pretty well done job by Spin, but I managed to pick off 2 bears now, which was a bit of a less good move. So here I'm creeping the other mine, making another Expo, which I'm pretty sure Spin doesn't expect. He knows I have an Expo by now because I'm able to fend him off for that long, get massive amounts of Dryads. I will soon begin my tech to tier 3 because, as I said earlier, late game you can't win with your T2 Dryads against T3 bears. So what I'm trying to do now is not to force a fight, but to just be gay stall time. Well, I'm not gay. I don't have anything against gays, but I don't like to meet her. So, but you know what I mean. I'm just being a bitch, just harassing some, picking off some units, knowing where he's going to creep. He set the rally point to his hero, obviously. So therefore I was allowed to pick off a bear and lay damage on his hero. Once again, I got the heal scrolls from the shop, which is really important. As you can see, I healed a lot of my units and managed to take out the Naga Sea Witch. I'm just picking this fight, just hitting and running, trying to snipe off as much units as I can. And when his Dryads got out, I know I couldn't win the fight anymore. The bears just get too strong.